What is love and how can I love? Honestly speaking, the message of love gets overwhelming at times for me. It immediately elicits this altruistic, Jesus-like conduct, which appears way above my human ability. In the end, if you are like me, you try your best to be a good person and hope that that is enough. Even the Bible is not as quite definitive on the subject of love. Jesus delivered his most profound and transformational command on love. A new command I give you: love one another. Just as I have loved you, you must love one another. This is in John 13:34. But, he doesn't clearly spell out what love is in that statement. Apostle Paul attempts to break down the word in 1 Corinthians 13, but again, he uses multiple words, each pregnant with meaning, to define love. In the end, we are left asking the same question: what is love, and how can I actually love like Jesus expects me to love? The answer is actually quite simple. Love is so rich, no amount of words can express its meaning. Love cannot be defined in words, but in actions. From the action or actions, we can decipher a word to describe it. Just before Jesus issued this command to love, he actually demonstrated how to love. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with a towel that was wrapped around him. John chapter 13 verse 5. Incredible. What will prompt Jesus to go from having a meal to removing his cloak and then washing the disciples' feet, followed by drying them with his own towel? What prompts a man to go to that extent? Well, while you wrestle with that question, here's another one for you. What prompts the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the very God of all gods, to step on earth and die for people who have already rebelled against him? The answer is found in one word: love. But what is the motivation for the love? What is the rationale? What is the inspiration for the love? And that answer is value. Value. Value is the monetary worth you place on a person. It is that internal worth that you have on people. The more we value people, the more we are likely to love them. The more we believe that we cherish the person, the more we are likely to serve them. And believe it or not, everyone has a mental value on everyone around them. It is that unspoken internal value system that we have on people all around them. And the value you place on them is proportional to the love that you give to them. The truth is, Jesus placed such a high value on us, he was willing to wash our feet and take the cross on our behalf. So when Jesus commands us to love one another, he's essentially saying, value one another just as I have valued you. In other words, in your mind, before you say a word or perform an act, you ask yourself, what value have I placed on this person? What value have I placed on my spouse? What value have I placed on my daughter? What value has the nurse placed on the CNA or the doctor placed on the patient? What value do we have for the people around us? Now, the value you place on people is not the value you choose to place on them. Neither is it the value that they deserve because of something they have done. Our command is to value people just as Christ has valued us, irrespective of what we did or what we deserved. Our command as children of God is to cherish people just as Christ has cherished us, regardless of our past and our mistakes. So here is the million-dollar question. What value has God placed on you? If you were to quantify the love of God for your life, what value would that equal? And if the answer is infinite or inexhaustible as I perceive it to be, are you willing to place that infinite and inexhaustible value on your friends, in-laws, neighbors, and co-workers? Are we willing to gaze into our spouse's face, hug our children, and confidently declare, I love you infinitely because God has loved me infinitely? In addition, are we willing to let our actions, not our words, support what we believe? Following this mandate of Christ, let us accept people as Christ accepted us. Let us respect people as Christ respected us. Let us humble ourselves to one another as Christ humbled himself for us. Let us wash feet. Let us dry the feet with our towels. Let us serve one another. Let us be interested in others as Christ was interested in us. Let us show appreciation as Christ has appreciated us. Let us forgive one another as Christ has forgiven us. And in all our interactions, in all our relationships, let us value one another as Christ has valued us. On Friday, we will take another plunge into the mechanics of love, how love is actually demonstrated. We are going to get very practical and down to earth, and I'm sure it's going to be a blessing to you and your families. Whoever has the availability is welcome to be a part of on Zoom. God richly bless you. Have an amazing day and an awesome Friday awaits us. My name is Dr. Sam Entry from the Grace Movement. God richly bless you.